So about 2 weeks ago, I had a video that was well received on Superman versus Spider-Man, the Treasury edition. And I was thinking about that, and I said, well, people like that pretty much, so why don't I just show everyone the other Treasury editions I have and ask you to vote below or mention below in the comments whether you want me to do a deep dive on any of those like I did on this one. Stay tuned for the video.
Anachronic.
Hi comic guys and gals, I'm Joe and welcome once again to Anachronic Comics. Now before I get into the other Treasury editions that I have and ask you to let me know below whether or not you want me to do a deep dive on any of these, I did mention in my Superman vs. Spider-Man video that there was a follow-up to that 1976 edition, Treasury edition, and I have it here. That follow-up was Superman and Spider-Man, and interestingly, as I recall the story, there wasn't a lot of interaction between them, and instead Superman fights the Hulk and Spider-Man actually ends up in a controversy with Wonder Woman. I haven't read this in such a long time. I think I have to take a look at it just to see whether my recollection is right, but I think it is. All right, let's take a look at the other Treasury editions that I have. Now the first one comes from 1974, and it features Shazam, the original Captain Marvel. So this one was in 1974, as I mentioned, and it has artwork by C.C. Beck, the original artist and I believe creator of the original Captain Marvel. And it basically is a collector's edition, so it has 6 stories from the 1940s and 50s, I think. So this was also a Treasury edition. Originally, these editions, they were called limited collector's editions, and they were $1 when they first started out, not $2. The other $1 one that I have is a limited collector's edition also. Let's get some of that glare out. And it basically is Superman. And it reprints some Neil Adams art, plus Superman's Origin by Kurt Swan and Murphy Anderson. And it has a Superman puzzle, and it shows you how to draw Superman as well. So it's a pretty cool comic. Okay, the next one in my collection is, there we go, nice view of that. Next one is Superman versus Wonder Woman. So Super's having a lot of fights with people right now. The story here was by Jerry Conway, and the front and back cover pencils were by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. The front inks were by Dan Atkins. Let's take a look, because it says back cover here, so let's take a look at the back cover. A lot of these back covers had really cool pictures on them as well. Tough tape here. Fold it back so I don't mess this up. Okay, there we go. That's better. So here's the back cover that we've got. All right, more of the fighting. Looks like Wonder Woman's getting the best of Superman here. I think that the story had to do with Superman and Wonder Woman having a difference of opinion on how some super bomb was to be used. The next one that I have is this side here, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. This one has a wraparound by Mike Grell, and it has 60 pages in it with a main story by Paul Levitz. Let's take a look at this background. I didn't know about blue painter's tape when I first put these together a number of years ago. Now it's very cool. So here's the front cover, a little bit better without the hair. And here's the back cover. Let me see if I can get the wraparound and do it justice here. that? How's that? Pretty cool. And okay, and the next one I have, another Superman fight here, is Superman versus Shazam. Now, let me see if I can get this. There we go, that's better. Now, in this particular one, we have a crossover story published in All Collector's Edition Volume 1. It was written by Jerry Conway and illustrated by Rich Buckler. This particular story has to do with some evil white Martian that had some victims in the past, and was looking for to trick Shazam and Superman into expending some energy so that he could release some people. And if you vote for this one, in terms of a deep dive, we'll go through the story and any information I could find on it. And the last one I have is Batman's Strangest Cases. Now, this reprints a number of Batman stories. Let me read them all for you. Red Water, Crimson Death, with the art by Neil Adams. Night of the Bat, co-starring Swamp Thing, with art by Bernie Wrightson. Batman Nobody Knows, with art by Dick Giordano. The Demon of Gothos Mansion, with art by Irv Novick. And A Vow from the Grave, with art by Neil Adams. Right. This is 80 pages. As you can see, it was a $2 price. Now, the one that I thought I had, and I seem to remember reading, but that I can't find, and it wasn't with the other Treasury editions, was Superman versus Muhammad Ali from 1978. That particular Treasury edition is worth a bit of money, and people are really looking to get that one. So I'm going to look at some more places. I am almost positive that I had it, but it wasn't with these other Treasury editions. So if I did, perhaps it was one that I gave to someone else or just read that belonged to someone else. So those are the treasure editions I do have, and if you are interested in me doing any deep dives in any of these particular Treasury editions, please let me know in the comments below. I'll take a look, and if we get multiple requests on one or more of them, I'd be happy to do it.